So I think it's time to go live. Going live. Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on the GTX 1650, 1050 Ti, and RTX 3050. How are you guys doing? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. So another Nixxes port for a Sony game, super excited. Same engine as Spider-Man, so I'm expecting that they learned something from the previous launch. How are you guys doing? The Okane with a weird name says 6 games for PS5s, even though lots of optimization needed. It's reasonable that 1050 Ti can't handle it at max settings. I mean, since when the 1050 Ti can handle new stuff at max settings? It's been a few years since then. But hey, so the first thing you see when, hey Abdullah Gamer, take Hiro, how's it going? The first thing that you're going to see when you launch the game, hang on, is the launcher like on Spider-Man. You can always disable it if you want to. And you got the settings right here. And it will look very familiar if you play Spider-Man or Miles Morales. You have full screen, borderless full screen as well, and all these settings. So in this case, I'm going to go for everything on medium. Basically, oh, XEGTAO, this is new. Hair quality, let's put it on medium, maybe low is necessary. But let's start with medium on everything. I don't know, there's something that doesn't add up for me. So yeah, it's a decent port, gotcha, good to know. Franco Mendoza, ¿qué dice? ¿Todo bien? 3060 Ti runs really well. Finally a good port, yeah, I mean, that's Nixxes for you. Also, this game heavily talked about the SSD on the PS5. The SSD I have on my PC right now, these are the speeds. So it's not the highest end SSD, but it's an NVMe drive. It's an HP 950. It's an HP EX 950 M.2 drive. 512 gigabytes. So those are the speeds, if you were wondering. It's funny that I have to show SSD speeds nowadays. That's pretty funny. So there it is. Slower than the PS5 SSD, but it should be fine. Yes, it is, Nacho, it is. It always is. Of course it is. It wouldn't be any other way. I mean, the launcher is there. Also, lots of screen sharing in the intro. That's kind of nuts. It works on hard drives according to the spec sheet. Yeah, it does, but it's not great on hard drives. Digital Foundry already commented on that. It's only 10 hours. I read that it was like 6 hours. So if it's 10 hours, I'm super into it. That's for sure. Okay, let's go Rebel Agent. I'm going to play with mouse and keyboard. And okay, music is disabled. And again, the settings, you can see them here as well. On graphics, same as we got in the menu outside. This is hit shimmer, camera range, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, basically medium. Screen space reflections go to low, so we keep it on high. It's not a Unreal Engine, guys. There's an Unreal Engine. This is Insomniac's engine that they use for Spider-Man as well. I'm going to skip all the cutscenes. That's the norm, at least in my channel. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Oh god. Okay, what's going on here? Is this expected behavior? Well, it's a 1650. Okay, it's all the people on screen. Gotcha. I need to lower the density of the people here. Let's lower the crowd density. That's maybe killing the GPU. Traffic. Okay. Traffic density, maybe. Oh, this is cars. Where's the people option? Oh, there's also ray tracing, but of course we're not using it. We don't have a compatible GPU. Okay. Let's ignore the people in this scene and let's keep going. Although I might enable FSR. Yeah, when looking this way, it's fine. Yeah, low shadows maybe. That probably helps. Let's find out super quickly. Shadow. I don't think it will, but 34 versus 32. Yeah, a couple extra frames. No ambient occlusion though. I don't know why I turned that off. Okay, reflections don't seem to be much of an impact. Maybe level of detail. Okay, that's pretty helpful. Weather particle was always demanded in Spider-Man. The game probably just looks good and the 1650 can handle it. Yeah, that's another option. I agree. I mean, it's a non-PS4 game. So guys, the future comes. It's inevitable. Okay, less level of detail here. I see that the edges of the screen have less geometry and things into the distance. Hair density, maybe, hair quality. The hair, yeah, in Spider-Man was pretty demanding. You know what, guys? Instead of doing this, I'm just going to use FSR. It's FSR 2. Maybe you can put it on high and do FSR instead. I think that will be easier for all of us. And depth of field, I mean, I don't really care much about it. Unless it's a cutscene. So yeah, let's put it on high. Except in the textures. And the depth of field, let's put that on low. And let's use FSR. I think that will be better for a GPU of this caliber. Yeah, FSR quality should be okay. Also, you got Insomnia Games Temporal Injection, which is the one that the PS5 uses. Looks pretty good, at least in Spider-Man. Let's see FSR 2.1. We got balance, performance, ultra performance, and that's it. So let's do quality FSR 2.1. Let's see if it affects anything. 27 FPS, FSR 31. Okay. Let's see if it stays at 30. No, it doesn't. Okay, high is a little bit too much then. Let's just stay on medium with FSR. Yeah, it's an area full of characters. Was kind of to be expected. So let's do medium. Medium should be good enough. Hang on a moment. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep it on medium. Accepting the reflections that they only go from high to low. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is now 1080p medium plus FSR 2.1 quality. They said the game hits hard on both CPU and GPU. Yes, it does. All right. Yeah, I mean, when I get here, it just dies. I don't know why though. Despite all the characters, it's like I get past the characters and it's so good. But I look at the characters from this side and it's all fine. That's pretty funny. Let me restart the game very quickly. Because in Spider-Man I needed to restart when I changed lots of settings. So let's see. With a proper optimization, these medium settings should go. What do you mean by proper optimization? I mean, it would be improper if higher end stuff couldn't run it. So let's double check the settings super quick. I mean, if the game looked bad, okay, I would understand, but the game looks pretty good. Let's disable motion blur as well. Yeah, FSR 2.1 on quality. If this is too much, we're going to try the Insomnia Games option. Whoa. So let's give it another shot. It's heavier than the Spider-Man games. Makes sense. Yeah, seems to be. I mean, the Spider-Man games, remember guys, the Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales were also on PlayStation 4. This game wasn't even on PS4. So I think that's the big difference. Yeah, IGTI was great in Spider-Man, I agree. Yeah, I mean, if FSR is too much, we're going to try the Insomnia Games option. Insomnia Game ports are so good. Well, this is Nixxes. Okay, so this part normally drops. Let's keep going. And here it stabilizes. Okay. See guys, a restart helped us. We were into the low 30s here, like 31, 29. So make sure to restart the game after you do any settings adjustments. Although all this geometry is probably what kills it, I think. All right, let's go. Okay, no, it still drops. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck, guys. FSR Ultra Rendimiento. FSR Ultra Performance. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's try Insomnia Games Injection. Maybe it looks less blurry. Insomnia Games Temporal Injection. This is the solution they use on PS5. Although I'm still dropping frames here. Maybe I need to lower the textures even further. Oh, maybe it has to do with textures actually. In the Digital Foundry video I saw he was on a 570, 4 gigabytes, and he was hitting the VRAM limits. Maybe that's why. Yeah, 30 FPS is the way. I don't expect this to be 60s anytime soon, guys. I mean, I don't think it's a dead card. I mean, come on, guys. It runs a game that the PlayStation 4 doesn't have. I wouldn't call dead. But this drops, I think it's VRAM. Let me just double check, just in case. Sorry about the multiple restarts, but I need to make sure if it's the VRAM or not. I'll need to restart the game though. Apologies again. 2070 minimum for 1080p with correct conditions. I mean, a 6050 solder, of course a 2070 is faster. You discovered America. How it runs on low, we're working on it. Let me restart. Because some people told me about the 4 GB of VRAM. That was a thing. That was like low. I mean, it supports 2 GB cards, but apparently on a very, very low resolution. PS5 Pro. Does that even exist? There we go. Dead in recent titles. I could play every title so far. You just need to sacrifice a little resolution, but you can still play. Yeah, no, it still drops. That's so weird. I guess I'll have to go for low. That's alright. It's a 1650. Okay. Although anisotropic filtering, it's probably something to do with the particles. Yeah, it's probably this. But let's find out if low makes any difference. I'm just experimenting around. Let's see. So low preset, but with anisotropic filtering. Let's see. Low. Yeah, it still drops. I'm confused. You're getting a 3060, wish me luck. Good luck, man. Yeah, it seems to be specific circumstances. You got a 30 FPS on the Steam Deck. I'm going to do the Steam Deck later today, hopefully. Okay, so those drops seem to be unavoidable so far. Lower settings with FSR performance on the Steam Deck, you mean? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, I love mouse and keyboard. Okay, mouse aiming appears to be correct. Yeah, now it's fine. It's inconsistent so far. All this SSD talk makes me wonder how will it run on Steam Deck from SD card. Good point. I do not believe this is part of the show. You don't say. Jesus. Okay, let's see if it drops below 30 at any time when playing this. I'm confused. No audio from the game? Oh, sorry guys. There we go. Apologies, the audio for the game was muted. I forgot to unmute it. Were there shader compilations at the beginning? Yeah. When the game started, it was a black screen for a few seconds. The CPU was completely... the CPU was completely maxed out. Like on Spider-Man. But it was very quick. You barely notice it. You have to be looking at stats to notice.
I would bet the blogs are behind this, or the Cragmites, or...
Jesus, Diocan. You're cutting me with that edge. Too bad you're not commenting here anymore. Yeah, I mean, considering its low settings, it looks pretty good. I agree. Yeah, in this part it runs fine. Okay. So far those draw distances at the beginning kinda killed it. Okay, I'm super confused. Let's try medium again. I have a reason to believe that that's going to work fine, but who knows. Okay, weather particle quality. This is the particle effects. Although, yeah, this is probably going to help us. There's lots of them. The hair, I'm going to keep it the same. Yeah, this should be the same. Bloom, sure, why not? No film grain. Did you try it on DualSense? I haven't. I might do it later. Thanks for the heads up, I forgot about DualSense features. And we're lowering the texture quality because lots of VRAM usage. So this is basically 1080p medium plus low particles and the temporal injection from Insomnia Games on quality. I mean, it works on a hard drive, but it will stutter quite a bit, especially when going from location to location. Too bad we gotta sacrifice textures for this, because textures look great. Oh. All to glide, of course. Okay, at least in the action parts I'm fine so far. But I love when they do art style properly. But maybe the draw distance thing that I was having issues with has to do with VRAM. I really do not know. But I remember the Spider-Man games slowing down significantly when I had low VRAM. It was similar to this, actually, in that regard. But by lowering textures I was fine. SATA 3 SSD runs okay. I mean, a normal SSD, a non-NVMe drive, should be okay. The thing is, when you go through the portals, it'll take a little bit longer. That's the takeaway, basically. It's relevant for people building CPUs. They want building PCs. They want the 4060 Ti. Ugh. 4060 Ti? Disgusting. The 1650 is the new 650 is a fact. Yeah, probably. I mean, this is the start of, okay, no, we're playing games that are not on PS4. So, new generation comes, GPUs on PC get super degraded performance. Happened every single time. I've been using computers for gaming for a while. And it's always been like this. New generation, once we get games that are only for the current gen consoles, the PC requirements skyrocket. So yeah, not a surprise really. I thought this was going to happen earlier actually. Okay, I like pursuits. Okay, this is a lot of geometry. Holy hell. Okay, now that we slowed down, we got double the frame rate. Okay, oh man, at 60 it feels so good to play. Ah, I wish we could play it at 60. Can't wait to try it on the 3050. Okay, yeah, here we got another big slowdown. Yeah, I'm guessing that's VRAM related. Yeah, it held 30 most of the time. There's some very specific key moments where it drops below 30. Again, reminds me of VRAM limitation.
Don't beat yourself up. This'll be just like old times. Come on, it looks like Nefarious landed some.
Need a weapon? Mrs. Zircon has it all.
Okay, now we got more characters here and it's alright so far. Shatterbomb, Enforcer. Okay. Use F to preview. Oh, cool. I see. Let's get the Enforce. No, the Shatterbomb. I need explosions on screen. Yeah, that field affects FPS, but it's on cutscenes. Yeah, the Last of Us had loading screens in the background. This one doesn't. This game just says, okay, you want to skip the cutscene? That's fine. We skip a third of the playtime. And I'm okay with that. That's what I do in this channel. Show performance, so I skip cutscenes. Oh, hang on. There's depth of field on gameplay on this one. Okay, I think it crashed. It crashed. Dang it. This was what they were saying on the Steam reviews. Hang on. What am I lowering? Depth of field. Let's disable it completely. It's on gameplay. I didn't know that. Too bad. Let's give it another shot. Yeah, sorry about that. Depth of field. I thought it was only for cutscenes like in most other games, but in this case, that's not it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the teleporting parts. That's what I'm the most interested in. You never had crashing? What's your PC? I'm curious. Oh yeah, way better. No depth of field when aiming. Thank God. Okay, this is way better. RTX 4060 equals bad idea. Agreed. Oh, those are civilians. Sorry, guys. I cannot wait to play this on my main PC. And try it on the Steam Deck as well. I forgot. Okay, look at the quality of this effect. This is because I lowered the particle effect quality. Let me see what happens if I crank that up. That was very distracting. Hang on. Let me see if medium does it justice. No, it's still pixelated. Oh, maybe it's a texture quality, not particles. Ah, dang it. That's so distracting. Yeah, oh man. That's fine. It's a 1650. I need to remember that. What about no texture filtering? Why would I do that? You're right, let's put it on 8 times. Yeah, this is a texture option. It's called Pixelator, isn't it? Yeah, good point. Pixelizer. Still. It looked low resolution, I'm not sure. Civilians, out of the way, please. Coming through. Lim, por ahora bien, parece que usa mucha memoria de video y eso nos está enlenteciendo partes del juego. Fuera de eso se ve bastante bien. Y tuve un crasheo. More cinematics to skip. Here we go. Okay. Just a drop in performance there, very, very minor. Let's try, okay, 56, 58. Yeah, completely fine. We'll see once we get into the important part, that we jump from like 4 different maps. That's going to be interesting. It's normal to be pixelated. It looks so low resolution that I thought it was a bug. So it's actually like that. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. So far, so good. Yeah, there are lots of characters here. Hang on, let me manually save just in case we get to the important part. Oh, hi there. How about you leave this dimension? Thank you. Explosion? Oh. Yeah, it's at 10400F. Okay, lots of destruction. We're still here. Up 30. Maybe dynamic resolution helps for those times we drop below. But I recommend a FPS lock if possible. Let me try something else very quickly. I think we can push the GPU a little further with ultra quality on the temporal injection. Let's continue. Oh, this looks way better. Definitely. No sabría decirte, Giro, no, nunca juego juegos en español. 10400F good enough for this GPU, even for the 3050? Yeah, I should be fine. I forgot the button. Never mind. Whoa, that works. Nice. Cannot wait to get to the area where we jump through 5 portals. I'm saving as much as possible to get that part. Oh, no pixelizer. Also, despite having particles on low, it still looks gorgeous on the particle side of things. I'm pretty surprised. Guess Yeti, Insomnia Games temporal injection is an upscaling technique like FSR, but this is the one used on PS5, made by Insomnia Games.
Next stop, Nefarious.
Yeah, I saved, don't worry.
And Nefarious is in.
No tengo ningún acento en inglés. Bueno, en español soy de Uruguay, por eso suena así.
Hey!
Okay, yet another place. Let's save the progress. Okay, lots more NPCs. There's probably going to be a battle.
Resurface after all these years, just to try and take over the universe again.
But so far so good.
Kinda wish he was doing a worse job.
And why am I recommending IGTI instead of FSR 2.1 in this case? So far it performs better than FSR, so you get better performance. But at the same time you also have an ultra quality option. And the ultra quality option is a higher pixel count. So that's basically my reasoning behind it. On Spider-Man I did the same thing.
Don't let him get to the boss. More mud.
Pixelizer, there we go. Yeah, the pixelizer is meant to be pixelated, it seems.
Nice work, Ratchet.
Couldn't have
It
done
works well.
pal. All right, now let's get to Nefarious.
Okay, now this is where I save, I think. Yeah.
These goons are useless. This is what I get for giving
Why should you use IGTI compared to dynamic res with FPS
Do
lock?
not let
What do you mean?
Nefarious overuse the Dimensionator. We must lower.
I mean, dynamic resolution I'm going to try it later. Oh man, I'm so bad at this.
Take that, Nefarious.
Yeah, I need to pay more attention. I'm terrible. Hang on. Okay, got some health.
Are weakening.
Oh, I had double jumps. Okay, never mind.
Toads are so
It crashed again? Yes, it did. Oh man. Okay, let's try something else. Alright, I'm not expecting 60s anytime soon, honestly. So yeah, I think I'll gotta keep it on quality. Yeah, I read about crashing that some people are experiencing. I usually do not get crashes in most of my games, but this seems to be one of them, unfortunately. What else am I missing? LODs, weather particles, sharpness. Let's reduce it a little. It's a little bit too much. Okay, I'll keep it like this. Low particles. And textures. Okay. Wish me luck. Lower the shadows. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's VRAM related, so lowering the shadows should help actually. Good point. Alright. So it's basically medium settings, no depth of field, low shadows, low textures, low particles. And that's basically it. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. There's no upscale sharpness for some reason. Yeah, screen space reflections on high because it's either high or disabled, so I'd rather keep them if possible. They're used quite a lot, but we'll see. So let's keep it like this and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. 7050 Ti. We're getting there. And thank you so much to BC for the 2 Brazilian reais donation. Thank you so much. He says maybe FSR 3 will help GPUs at 1650 reach 60 FPS. Well, that's a good thing. But at the same time, I think FSR 3 requires AMD hardware, specific AMD hardware. So I don't think it will be for every GPU.
These goons are useless. This is what I get for giving my assistant paid paternity leave.
Quickly, we cannot let Nefarious overuse the Dimensionator. We must lower his defenses.
Get that pixelator.
Toads are so unpleasant.
But I'm pretty sure it's VRAM related, yeah. Do you think at 4090 we can enjoy 144 4K monitor? Yes, you can. In most cases you should be okay. I have a 4070 Ti and I have a 4K 144Hz monitor. I just use DLSS when available. When that's not available, I use 1440p. Depends on the game, of course. Some games don't work well at over 100 FPS, but a 4090 is more than enough. So yeah. And thanks again BC for the 2 reais donation. He says maybe FSR 3 will have GPUs like the 570 reach 6 FPS. I don't know if that's on that generation it will support it. I'm guessing it will be on the newer AMD cards. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic, but we heard so little about it lately that yeah, I don't know. We'll see once it comes out. These AI cores makes sense. I mean, frame generation is probably not easy to have it on a good quality. Okay, 1% health. He has to die. Also, I'm going to save. There we go. The part we were waiting for. Multiple levels. Oh god. My SSD. My poor SSD. Yeah, there. It took a split second, but still, it works. It freezes. Yep. Yeah, I can see it. Let's see it now. Okay, that one was pretty smooth. This is so cool. Yeah, they're a stutter, but still, it loads up basically right away. And this part runs way better. Explosion! Okay. SSD SATA or NVMe. It's an NVMe drive, 3000 megabytes per second. Right. I mean, this is one of the slower NVMe's, but there we go. It works pretty well still. I mean, it's not the same as on PS5, but the PS5's SSD is faster than mine, so it makes sense. The thing is, if you're on a hard drive, good luck. It's probably going to freeze. Does the 6050 support GPU texture decompressing? I don't know what that means. You're glad to have a PCI 4.0 SSD? Hell yeah. Looking good.
Clank?
Back down here.
Clank? Wombats?
Okay, now we got Ratchet, Woman Ratchet coming soon.
Where are you, Clank?
By the way, let me save one more time.
One around here is seen.
So it's very inconsistent on the levels. Oh. When I'm talking about performance, of course. Let's see if it crashes again though. Hopefully not, but crossing my fingers here.
Behind here.
And utilizes direct storage GPU decompressing. I don't know if this GPU supports it. I guess it's automatic, right? It's not like I can choose that option somewhere.
Emperor? Does that mean there are two Nefariouses now? Clank first, Nefarious later. Maybe he's in his bazaar.
But this is very detailed actually. I'm pretty surprised it holds over 30 frames here, considering how poorly it ran at the beginning.
What's Club Nefarious?
But I want to get to the part where you're female Ratchet. Search the factory, optional. When I'm playing on my own, I'm going to do the optional stuff.
That sounds like a club, all right.
SATA SSD should be fine. I meant not HDD. Yeah, HDD, good luck. It's going to stutter like crazy. We go to the club. Is this Mass Effect? Shepard.
Hi, yeah, are you the Phantom?
Okay, no shadows on these characters. I'm guessing that's because I'm on low shadows. Makes complete sense.
Would ya?
Okay, where to now? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Windows 10 supports direct storage as well. That's right. Cyberpunk 2077. E for Everyone Edition. Only on PC. Yeah, a hard drive is for storage and stuff lately. Yeah, I haven't used hard drives for... Oh, as an OS drive for a while. Yeah, the music is great. Okay, that was to be expected.
Take care of
Awesome.
these guys or they'll go after Phantom
More saving.
2.
Oh,
Had to be
I'm an idiot.
Mysterious dude in a hollow guy. Had
Oh, I have to hold Q. These are the good guys. Where are the bad guys? Yeah, guys, honestly, personally, I will wait for a price drop on this one. It's full price. I get that it's a new PC port and all, but the game is pretty old. It's pretty old. It's old in comparison. I mean, if you waited for it to come to PC, you can wait for a sale. I'm not saying the game is bad. The game is great. I played it on PS5 on a friend's house. But most people say it's 10 hours long. I heard some people beat it in 6 hours. So yeah, all up to you there. The pixelator is working. Okay. That's everything.
Something around here I can use to reach Phantom.
There we go. It's a mix of medium and low. Whoops.
Will you please stop running? Is this some kind of test? It is, isn't it? Hey, wait.
There he is.
I'll handle this, Phantom. You just get to safety.
Another resistance number.
But so far performance has been good now. Hopefully the game doesn't crash again. But I'm not expecting to reach 60s by any stretch. Let's try 720p now. Now that I'm here, I might as well. We're going to keep the same visuals. Excepting the upscaling, we're going to disable it. So let's see if 720 gives us 60 frames. I don't have high hopes for that, but let's give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, considering games get dropped in price very, very quickly nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if this dropped price very, very quickly. We'll see. Okay, so 720 native, medium settings, low particles, low shadows, just for VRAM purposes. Let's see. Okay, way smoother. Still not enough, I think. Yeah, no, we still drop. Let me try low super quickly just to verify. Hopefully this doesn't crash the game because I changed many settings. Okay, yeah, not much of a difference. So we're on low, it allows us to use, as it selects SSAO. Very low, okay. Okay. There's very low as well. It's been a while since I saw a game with very low. Okay, on very lows test more consistently over 50. But it crashes because I changed lots of settings. So yeah, low, very low makes a difference, although I don't think it's necessary. Let me stay on medium with some stuff on low. Low particles, low textures, low shadows, none of that fulfilled. Alright. And we're using now quality IGTI, but at 720p. Let's see if we can brute force it to do 60 FPS. I don't think so, but I gotta try. We're playing Crash Bandicoot all of a sudden? Kinda, yeah. Love those. Let me load the part before. I think it's this one. Save number 9. No, save number 8. That's the one where you get through the portals. Yeah, who cares if the portal takes a couple extra seconds? Yeah, I agree. It's probably this save. Save number 7. Yeah, there we go. This is the one. Let's see. Okay, we dropped there very quickly, very aggressively. Yeah, it takes a couple extra seconds. No big deal for me. That one was very quick.
Well, it is certainly not good.
Great!
Where are we?
Beats me.
To the depths with the arms you got!
Huh.
Been boarded! Get off me ship, foul creature!
Okay. Fair enough. There was a part where it dropped to 30, but the worst part so far is the very start of the game. If you guys weren't here, the very start of the game, man, is rough on the performance side. Hey Mohammed. Yeah, this part. This is the worst running part so far. Where you see all these characters, but then you go past the characters and meh. We get our frames back. So yeah, on this GPU you're not getting 6s, consistently at least. This part was only to put the game to showcase PS5 tech, definitely. So yeah, as you can see, this is the part that is hard on the
Wait,
hardware.
for what?
But it's the very beginning. After that, it seems to be fine. We'll see once we get to female Ratchet. See that the SSD of the PS5 is really fast. Yeah, that part, when you're going through multiple dimensions, it runs like on 1080p. Almost the same, yeah.
I'm Ratchet. I heard you were.
No names. You've got to be smarter than that if you want to join the resistance, new guy.
Okay, let's run a little bit further. We're almost an hour in. Time flies. And let's see if we can get past this area without crashing due to VRAM. Or at least that's my... That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows. Okay, so I can now kill everyone from this distance. Are you like CPU limited in the beginning part? Not really, the GPU was maxed out in the beginning. The CPU seemed to be doing okay. Still being utilized quite a bit. But the GPU was the one suffering the most, I'm pretty sure. Again, especially on the VRAM side of things. I think it's mostly VRAM at the beginning. We'll see once we get to a more VRAM capable GPU. VRAM capable, what am I talking about? A GPU with more VRAM. In this case, the 3050 will be our test subject for that.
It is, isn't it? Hey, wait. Hey, wait. I'll handle this.
Let's see if it crashes again. Before it crashes though, we're going to save.
Safety.
Another resistance number. Resistance and gear.
Pixelator! Die, mother fluffer! Okay.
All right, new guy. Try out your fancy
Phantom Dash. Choom! Choom!
enemy can't catch.
Nice.
What doesn't temporarily exist. Jump and phantom dash. The glove handles the rest. Don't be scared. Use the glove to run.
Oh, wall running.
You wanna go
Oh
any
yeah.
further?
I'm going to enjoy this game so much. Playing on my own, of course.
I need a royal starship to find my friend. I heard you know where to get one.
It's not safe here. Just stay close.
Chapuz, ¿todo bien?
Ship or not?
Lombaxes. You are just as stubborn as she is.
Wait, you know that other Lombax? Where did she go?
So I guess she always
You know that wombat? Yeah, it's Crash. I wish this game was longer. How long is it? How long did it take you to finish it? If even you guys played this game and finished it, how many hours did it take you? I heard all the way from 6 hours to 10.
How do I get to that rooftop?
And that's a big discrepancy.
Just hang
You will regret that, Squishy.
M.2. M.2. Read description. If it was an SSD SATA 3, it will take a few more moments to load those instant maps. Otherwise it's fine. ¿Está mejor que The Last of Us? ¿Mejor en qué sentido? Can I get in? Okay, I'm getting good at this.
You headed to the roof? You should get
Wonderful.
some Raytracing in your pockets to upgrade your arsenal first. You know it is quality.
Okay,
when you
let's
run
upgrade.
with this zircon.
I see. Max ammo? Sure. Yeah. Nixxes should have done The Last of Us port. Yeah, definitely.
Upgrading your loadout is not hard as long as you've got the Raytracing.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I need to do all of them around it. Gotcha. Okay.
See? Why settle for a good weapon when you can make it magnificent?
Shots go farther.
Always worth the cost to keep your weapons in.
Yeah, can I get out of the tutorial now, please?
You already made that upgrade, silly.
Okay.
You will be
I exhausted all my resources. Let's continue. And save. Before today, I heard 8 to 14 hours, 14 for platinum in highest difficulty, 6 hours is probably for average playthrough on easy, where you are basically invincible. Okay, doing fine, Junahead. What about you, man? Happy to have you here.
So you made it after all. Impressive.
Wait, you can see me?
How do you turn on RTX IO? I have no idea.
Starship ready?
You'll get it, don't you?
If any of you guys know, please let me know.
One last threat.
I have an NVMe drive, so it should be enabled by default, right?
If you can distract these troopers, I'll hack Nefarious' propaganda blimp and give this
Thoughts on this game? So far, so good. It's a lot of fun. I played it on a friend's PlayStation 5 before.
Looks easy
Not
enough.
till the end, but I played like an hour in the female Ratchet part. And it was fun. It's probably after this part, I'm guessing.
This is the voice of the resistance. This is the voice of truth. And the truth is, we need to talk. The resistance is throwing you like some citizens who are sick and tired of your diabolical dictator.
No, Mr. Blade, no cambia tanto, lamentablemente. It crashed again. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Let's swap GPUs. We're an hour in. What's my advice? Pretty simple. 1080p. Use any of these. Personally, I recommend the Insomnia Games Temporal Injection on quality or ultra quality. Usually quality is test the most consistent, but ultra quality looks a little bit better, so up to you. There's also dynamic resolution, but in this case I didn't try it because I was very far away from 60 and I was already at 720. Then on the settings, low textures, low shadows, no depth of field, level of detail and traffic on medium, hair on medium, maybe drop it to low. Ambient occlusion, SSAO, reflections, yes, because this game has lots of reflective surfaces. Low particles, and that's basically it. Those are the settings, at least in my opinion. Unlock it to 30 frames per second, because you'll be ranging from 60 to 30 to 100 depending on what's going on screen. But my advice is to target 30. And if you want 60s, well, 720p and try dynamic resolution on very low. Otherwise, it was very difficult. So yeah, let's swap GPUs. Here we go. But I agree, the game shouldn't be crashing so often. I got like, what, 5 crashes in an hour? I think RTX AO enables automatically. Gotcha. Okay, it's reloading the drivers. One moment. So as I was saying, I don't know how this will run on 2GB GPUs. There's people on Steam talking about that, about the crashing, and they have better GPUs, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, let's try now the 1050 Ti. Welcome back. Welcome back. And I'm going to try 1080p, whatever. At this point, let it crash. Let's do low. Let's do low settings with the upscaling on quality. So quality on the upscaling, and we select the low preset. So we do not touch anything else except the texture filtering. Let's put it on at least 4 times. Sí, Mauricio, por supuesto. I finished Skyrim for the first time this year. Congrats. I finished it on the Nintendo Switch, personally. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so now you guys probably do not notice, but by pressing the escape key, nothing happens. You should skip this intro. That's because there's shaders being compiled in the background, like on Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales. So let's see how long it takes to do those shaders. Yeah, I cannot wait to try Starfield. Okay, there, it compiled the shaders. Okay, I think I screwed something up. Great. Okay, fine. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, yeah, this is the norm. This part runs bad. Huh. My save is missing. Fine. Let's continue.
Yes, folks, we have a momentous day in store for you. Starting with me. And ending.
Alright, so this is probably the way to play it on the 1050 Ti. If I didn't get 60s on the 1650, this should be no different. I want to see how long it's going to take for it to crash again.
It is awaiting us at the front of the parade route.
Tal cual, tal cual.
Better get moving then.
Yeah, guys, at the start of the game, those characters are meant to make you depressed due to the performance. Afterwards, it's fine. Yeah, here, same place, same drops. Nothing out of the ordinary. Read description, Roger. Please. Sí, tiene Mauricio. Estoy usando la versión de Insomniac Games. El Yeti, ese es como el FSR. Oh yeah, ammo, of course.
What is this supposed to be a reenactment of?
Ratchet, I do not believe this is part of the show.
No worries. That's a friendly.
Did someone put a bounty on us?
I hope this is not about your gift. Hurry, we must get to the front of the parade route.
Let's see if I can break those balloons. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. No worries, man.
Oh dear.
Activating Magna Boots!
Okay, nice. What is your all-time played game? Probably Payday 2 or Resident Evil 5.
So much for smiling and waving, huh?
I would bet the blogs are behind this, or the Cragmites, or
Is this game going to crash on Steam Deck? I don't know. I haven't tried it on Steam Deck yet.
No way!
Coming soon.
Darius has been retired longer.
Probably tomorrow. If I'm in a good mood, maybe today. We'll see. It's a lot of work. But I have some good areas to test it on, which is good. Although, of course, guys, do not expect 60s on Steam Deck. Please. What I was also surprised about is that it's Steam Deck verified. So we'll see what the settings that are recommended there. Y Iván, ese es el punto. Do you think it will work on a normal SSD? Yes, it will. It'll just stutter when you're changing environments very quickly. That happens a few times, but it's not going to make the game unplayable. So don't worry about it. You'll be fine. The thing is, you have a hard drive. If it's on an HDD, good luck. It's going to be pretty obnoxious. Is a Steam Deck verified? Should work fine? Not always. The Last of Us is Steam Deck verified and it drops below 30 in many areas. So I wouldn't say that's a trustworthy source. I don't trust them anymore with the verification badges. Same with Remnant 2. It runs at 360p, low settings. So native resolution of Steam Deck with performance FSR, and it gets 30 with some drops. I had to do some adjustments on my side to make it work properly. Sí, Anthony, salió hoy. Well, Steam Deck supports ray tracing, does it not? Should it be a miss? I don't think it will support ray tracing in this game yet. As far as I know, ray tracing on Steam Deck only works on Doom Eternal, due to the new driver they released. But we'll see once we get SteamOS 3.5. Performance seems to be the same as 1650. Remember, 1650 was on medium, not on low, with some stuff on high. But it seems that we need low in order to get any decent numbers. The thing is, you're not getting 60s, that's for sure. At least not in these locations. Do you plan to buy the Rogue Ally? Not really.
From Dr. Nefarious.
yes, and quickly. Whatever he has planned.
Oh, this looks
cannot
great,
be
man.
Good.
I don't know how they make it so awesome like that. No, on low se ve bastante bien. Yeah guys, I agree. On low it still looks good. The thing that I notice on low is that there's less shadows being cast on characters. From characters, sorry. There's less shadows. The shadows are lower resolution. The reflections are missing. Let's try the Enforcer this time.
More goons incoming.
And what else? Well, the ambient occlusion is still there, so that's a big plus. Do you have the PS5? I do not. A friend has it. But guys, I'm considering buying a PS5. I don't know. I want to play Spider-Man 2 so bad. But I know it's just the hype train getting to me. Because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I mean, the only games that I would play on the PS5 right now would be Bloodborne, because I already played it on PS4, so it works on PS5, but it's locked to that low resolution with terrible frame times at 30 frames per second. And Horizon Forbidden West and Ghost of Tsushima. That'll be basically what I would use it for. So I don't think it's worth it for so few games. It's an urge, I know, it'll pass. It'll pass. Impulse buying is a big thing. But I'd rather wait for it to come to PC. It would be so much better on PC. Yeah, the 1050 Ti runs it surprisingly well, actually.
Put down the Dimensionator.
Oh, and Demon Souls. I forgot about Demon Souls.
That was rather exciting.
The good thing is I'm getting better at the game now.
I wonder how much Nefarious is paying.
Let's see, I still didn't get any crashes on this card. That's kinda odd. Now taking crashes, imagine that. Oh, Enforcer out of ammo. Pixelator! Biekt! And Final Fantasy 16. I don't really care much about that one. Die! Oh, nice. That's a shotgun.
Whoa, watch your head.
Speedrun time!
Imagine.
Before that, let me save. I don't want to lose my progress. Yeah, hopefully Demon Souls Remake is next. Do you recommend Spider-Man Remastered for PC? Hell yeah. Without a doubt. I have every single achievement on Spider-Man PC and Miles Morales on PC. Every single one.
Nefarious' ship. We've got to find a way up there.
The taxis leaving from that stand are driving.
You get a consoles exclusive and a Switch to game remotely. What? There it crashed. Okay. So it was not only the 1650. Too bad. But hey, it would run surprisingly well on this card. I'm really surprised. I was expecting much worse. If you buy the PS5, they will make less PC ports, so wait, good point. You convinced me. Okay, so the settings 1080p, IGTI, quality, low preset, with 4 times anisotropic. Maybe use some motion blur if you're playing at 30. Otherwise, should be okay. Whoop. Yeah, probably due to VRAM. Well, I saw the Digital Foundry video talking about PC versus PS5 that they released, the first one they released. And one thing that Richard Ledbetter said was that he played on his lower end PC on... What's the name of this? On Windows 10 it was fine, and on Windows 11 it crashed due to VRAM, so maybe that's why. Okay, so I went ahead a little bit more. Let's go to the save that has all the fancy portals. Does it have frame generation? I'm not sure. I haven't tried it on an RTX card yet. I don't think so. Maybe it does. So save number 7 is the one with the portals. Let's see what happens. Was it here? Was it save 8? No, it's save 7. No, save 8. Dang it! I always get the incorrect save. Apologies. Seven or 8? It's probably 8. Yeah, I'm using Windows 11. That's probably why. There we go. I'm guessing that's why it crashes. Let's see. SSD! Okay, this part always has low frame rates, this section in particular. But then in the other maps it's okay.
How bad is it?
Worth waiting for patches or updates? I mean, there's definitely going to be patches. They've been supporting the Spider-Man games for a while now. What I think they should address is the crashing on Windows 11. Yeah, it's just a tiny stutter when swapping from one area to another.
We've been boarded! Get off me, ship foul creature!
Nice. If it doesn't crash on a 3050, we know it's a VRAM thing. Good point. It crashed again. Maybe because I was loading many saves. I don't know. But so far it was 30 frames, so I stand by my settings. So the settings are this. Quick overview over them. 1080p, quality IGTI. You can also use FSR or XeSS. Whichever one you like the most. Should be okay. On graphics, use the low preset. Go here, put low. Increase the texture filtering to 4 times. Then, what am I missing? Yeah, and that's basically it. That's what you have to do. And you get 30s. And if you're playing on 30, I recommend some motion blur to soften the blow of having a lower frame rate. So yeah, let's now go to the 3050. It shouldn't crash on a 574 gigabytes. Well, in Digital Foundry they said it crashes on Windows 11 with the 570, so I don't know. Let's talk to them, I guess. Alright, here we go again. No way I will upgrade to Windows 11 today. Good choice. Good choice. I upgraded because it's good looking. Yeah, exactly like Explosives 43 is saying. It's amazing you still play the game if this crashes like hell. I mean, it was fine at the beginning, then it started crashing when I loaded saves. Maybe it has to do with loading saves, who knows. Yeah, the most exclusive PC thing is playing with the settings. Nothing beats that. Okay, so now we're going to try 1080p high preset without any upscaling. And let's see what happens. How long we can push that. Yeah, also running benchmarks. They will never know. When you upgrade the GPU and you get more frames, it's like, oh my god, I need to play all those games again and see what happens. If I get more frames. Yeah, best feeling ever. No doubt about it. Okay, let's go for high without any adjustments. We're not using ray tracing just yet. So let's keep it on high and let's see what happens. Yeah, I think I'll keep it like this. Wish me luck. You never had a crash on a 4080 on Windows 11? Okay, thanks for the heads up. So if that's the case, I'm probably going to have a good time here. Oh, I forgot the FPS counter. Maybe it's the FPS counter, who knows. Some games don't like FPS counters. Debería andar bien a DAS SS. Alright. Debería ser similar a esto. La 1660 Ti. Un poco peor. Okay, let's see. This froze. So it's compiling shaders. Good. Goody, goody, good. Alright. Speedrunning settings. Level up, slowdown. Weapon wheel pause. Weapon... That's interesting. Disable tutorials. Yes, please. Disable... Well, I need them. I never played the game before. Okay, let's go directly to the first part. Just to see if it still drops frames like crazy at the beginning. It probably does. Okay, my CPU is crying. Okay, so standing here I get 30s. And the VRAM usage is pretty high. Okay, if I move around, what happens? Well, I'm playing on high. To be expected, right?
Wow, haven't seen these guys in ages.
Cool. Okay, so 30 FPS target will be on high settings. Maybe I can improve it like this. No, I don't want to get rid of reflections. Thank you very much. Interesting. All right. Let me try that again. DLSS. Who knows? Maybe let me see if I'm CPU bound, just in case. Yeah, in this part it always drops. I don't know what's up with this one.
Even after all of these years, it is exciting.
Anyway, the GPU is still at 98%. I'm confused. Okay, let's restart the game now. DLSS quality. Yeah, not CPU bound. I thought it was CPU bound, but luckily I'm not. I'd rather be GPU bound, honestly. Let's try that again. People maybe, yeah, it's the crowd. As soon as I get out of that part, it runs fine. Nico SL, ¿todo bien? Tantos años. Uf. Let's do... Okay, the beginning we know it drops, so let's do the portal part that kills the SSD. Let's see how it goes in there. In this part, it should drop in the second teleported area. Sorry, this area. Here it drops, like usual. Here it freezes, and there we go.
How bad is it?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's up here.
Not good.
I'm very confused.
Where are we?
Me alegro, che. Sí, hace tiempo. Okay. Also, the textures on the ground didn't load properly, I think. Sí, Index, debería funcionar. El tema es cuando pasás de un área a otra, que demora un cacho más. Alright. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank, rift apart. Nice. Okay, so VRAM, we are very far away from 8 gigabytes. So far, no crashes. Fingers crossed. If it crashes now, it will be hilarious. Sí, dar clases, bastante, debería ser la diferencia.
Where are you?
Okay, I'm back in here.
Someone around here. is saying-
Alright, let's try lowering settings. I love it. Good thing. I was just about to close the game. Let's try medium. Yeah, let's try medium and see what happens. I don't even want to get through ray tracing. I don't trust it. Also, I do not see any option for RTX IO. Some people that played on Windows 11 told me it was fine, so maybe it's just me. No, Fede, de juegos no, más que nada de software que hace la empresa en la que trabajo, que es VR. Yeah, I think medium will be fine. Let's find out. Although I'm shocked on how good low looks on the 1050 Ti when I tried it. Let's go to the other save. There we go. Okay, this doesn't look demanding at all. Hang on. Let me go back to the portal location. That's the one that I have questions. Like Ezio says at the end of Assassin's Creed 2, wait, but I have so many questions. How do you enable direct storage? I have no idea. Yeah, here it always drops in this area. I don't know what's going on in that part.
How bad is it?
Well, it is
Yeah, I don't know what this area is wrong with this area here.
Where are we?
It's me.
But I think medium is the way to go, definitely.
We've been boarded! Get off me ship, foul creature!
Yeah, definitely. High can be skipped. Good. So probably the way to go is medium DLSS quality, at least in my opinion. Maybe we can use adaptive resolution to maintain 60, but some parts are dropping no matter what. Okay, let's continue. Let's see if it crashes again.
Phantom, wait!
Who are you? I was just in the middle of a mission.
I'm Ratchet. I heard you were...
You gotta be smarter than that if you want to join the resistance, new guy.
Yeah, I think dynamic resolution targeting 60 should be the way. So dynamic 60 with DLSS, and let's see if that works. Hopefully it does.
I'm with the resistance.
I usually don't trust dynamic resolution on PC, but let's find out. Okay, seems to be working. Kinda. Okay. Let's push our luck. Let's try high with dynamic resolution. I like suffering, guys. I know. Okay. Yeah, that's better. So 1080p high preset, DLSS, dynamic 60 FPS. Dynamic resolution 90% of the time, give random stutter or too much softness. Yeah, it depends on the game really. On this one I think high is too much still. Yeah, not enough. Oh well, that's too bad. I want the hair to be up there. Okay, these two are going down. What the particles on medium because it helped me in Spider-Man. I don't want to lower the shadows, but I'll do it. I know, I'm nitpicking at this point.
Don't let Phantom get too far ahead.
Okay. So this is mid-high. Yeah, mid-high. Mid-high. Yeah, kinda. Kind of, and not really. So 1080p mid-high-ish is kind of a mixture. DLSS dynamic targeting 60. What else? Medium shadows, high reflections, either that or no reflections. High hair, so we got good fur on the character. Particles on medium. And that's basically it. Yeah, I said it got 1660 Ti, but with RTX features. Although when I pause the game, it's back down. What the hell is going on? Yeah, maybe it has the same symptoms as Spider-Man. And by that I mean, if I don't restart the game after changing many settings, which is it's just so annoying. But let's try it. No more choice. Sí, ya voy, Benjamín. Dame un poquito de tiempo. Didn't they use checkerboard rendering on PS4 or... No, IGTI is not PS5 only as far as I know. But hey, I don't know. Okay. So what would I say for 1080p? Do this, dynamic 60, but if you want more control over it, use DLSS balanced, even on 1080p. Although 50 to 60 to me is fine. Some areas still drops incredibly low, I don't know why. Like into the 30s, then spikes up to 60 when going through multiple portals or the very prologue of the game. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. So now it's time for 1440p. Let's do a 30 frames target instead. We're still using DLSS though. Let's try balance. Balance DLSS at 1440p usually looks pretty good. And we're targeting high settings this time. Since we're not going to get 60s very easily, we might as well target high. Yeah, that should do. So 1080p high, DLSS balanced, sorry, 1440p. And this should give us 30 frames. And we'll see the VRAM usage as well. And ray tracing, I don't know. We'll try it later at the end. Not super hopeful for ray tracing, but it's an option. And I saw that there's DLSS frame generation. So if you have a 40 series card, you can increase your performance with fake frames, which is always good if it works properly. Okay, checkerboarding on PS4, PS4 Pro. Yeah, it should be fine at 1440p. Should be easier for the Portal parts. Let's see. Huh. Oh well, this area is easy to run. Hang on.
Phantom, wait!
Who are you? I was just in the middle of a mission.
I'm Ratchet. I heard you were.
Yeah, there we go.
You gotta be smarter than that. You want to join the resistance, new guy?
Why does
Okay,
everyone think I'm
this looks so much better. The higher resolution does make a difference, definitely.
Squishies are not permitted, pistols.
Can't let Phantom get too far ahead.
There! Resistance sweep from the clock!
I love being over 1080p. Pixelator engaged. $750 Ti, maybe later. Maybe at the end. Yeah, after I try ray tracing on this one, we're trying the 750 Ti. Sure, why not? I can spare 5 minutes to do it. I don't think it will launch, honestly, but we'll see.
Will you please stop running? Is this some kind of test? It is, isn't it? Hey, wait!
There he is. The
Hey! I'll handle this, Phantom. You just get to safety.
the resistance number. I will make the Emperor proud today. Further aggression will not be tolerated.
Yeah, the 750 Ti is trembling in fear. Fear. Nothing more. Yeah, for the sake of the 750 Ti's mental stability, I hope the game doesn't run on it. If it does, I will be very surprised. DLSS Ultra Performance as well, for ray tracing mode. No, for ray tracing I'm not using Ultra Performance. Ultra Performance is unnecessary.
Try out your Phantom Dash.
Phantom Dash?
Enemy can't catch what
Yeah, the game requires DX12, but it depends on the feature level that it uses.
love to run along those paths. You want to go even further?
Hang on, I have a more recent save than this. Let me jump into it. Imagine the 750 Ti running Remnant 2. I don't know, does it run it? I haven't tried it. I think it's this. Yeah, this is probably the newest save. Yeah. Oh, this is... Oh, frick, dang it. This is not the part. Okay. Just for testing, let's go back to the beginning. And let's see how the 3050 holds the beginning of the game. That's the interesting one. You're pretty sure it runs on the 750 Ti? We'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, here it's hard lock to 30. Makes sense. Good. This part I think will be ideal to test ray tracing actually. It can run but it won't be playable. We'll see, take your bets. Let's do a poll.
Oh dear.
750 Ti
The entire
on
galaxy.
Ratchet.
Wait,
and Clank Rift
Oh, you will see.
part
It is awaiting us at the front of the parade.
doesn't run,
Well, we better get moving then.
runs, but like crap, runs at 720p performance FSR. Let's see. There it went. There's the boats. Go for it. That's at 720 performance FSR. We'll see. That's 360p. Who knows? Later in level to test ray tracing, floors reflect. Yeah. That's why I wanted to test this part with ray tracing on. But hey, I think if you don't mind playing at 30, this is a great way to experience the game actually. Better visuals. I might even try with quality DLSS instead. Let's try no DLSS very quickly. Huh. Okay. In 1440p also works. Interesting. That's pretty cool. 40p lowest performance FPS very playable. We'll see.
Some of those world-class sharp-shooting skills. Now, once you grab some ammo,
Okay, no, it drops here. Okay, but FSR, DLSS on quality should be good there. Okay, so instead of balance, you can actually use quality. So this should give you 30 frames across the board. This is Windows 11, guys. Yeah. Quality DLSS. And look at that hair, that magnificent fur.
Ratchet, I do not believe this is part of the show.
How can people play at 30 frames? I don't know. I just can. If I can avoid it, of course, I will avoid it, but this is the quality option. You can do 60s if you play at 1080p on medium to high with DLSS on quality. But if you want resolution, there you go.
I hope this is not about your gift. Hurry, we must.
Alright, let's do something funny. Let's do 4K now. This will probably crash the game, but that's fine. We're using performance DLSS. And if the game crashes, it's okay. We're trying it again. Yeah, options are great. That's PC is all about options. Okay, so settings 4K performance DLSS, so internally 1080p, high preset. Let's continue.
Parade route.
Okay. It actually works. Will probably drop a few times, but
Activating
yeah.
Magnaboost.
A little bit too much. I should restart the game though, because I tweaked some important settings. 3050 flexing the PS5. Look at me playing at 4K. 4K.
So much for smiling and waving, huh?
I would bet the blogs are behind this, or the Cragmites, or Dr. Nefarious.
Ha, no way! Nefarious has been retired longer than we have.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think high is too much. On this one I probably do, yeah, medium should be a better choice. Yeah. 4K performance FSR, medium settings. But textures we can push them to high, I think. Alright, so 4K medium. plus high textures, DLSS performance. And after this we try ray tracing. Oh yeah, way better. Yeah, I don't know what's on high settings, but it's pretty demanding. Cristian, ¿todo bien? Estoy usando un NVMe. No está en el título porque está en la descripción. Muchos detalles, no me daba el espacio. For the people wondering, I'm using an NVMe drive. Not the highest end one. The only thing that affects is when you're swapping levels with portals, that it takes longer with an SATA SSD. So yeah. No, no creo, Matías. Con el disco duro que tienen no la veo posible, no sé. La veo difícil. Okay. Yeah, still going a little hard on the GPU. Oh, hang on. My VRAM. Oh no, my VRAM is fine. It's 8 gigabytes. So yeah, I should have restarted the game. I'm an idiot. I'm just lazy. I didn't want to restart the game again. Expect it to be mostly into the 30s with drops into the upper 20s sometimes. But again, this is 4K. You're probably not playing at 4K on this card, but it was a neat experiment. Let's do ray tracing now, because we can. Why wouldn't you? For ray tracing, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to do 1080p again, DLSS on quality, high settings. Of course, we're not targeting 60, that's ridiculous. With ray tracing on, of course. But let's go back to the launcher to get it done. Does the game compile shaders on the fly when jumping between dimensions? No, it compiles shaders on first launch. Before you get to the menu, like on Spider-Man. DLSS quality, 1080p. What else? Okay, here we do high. And ray tracing, we're doing reflections and shadows. Well, I don't know if shadows is needed. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Should I do also ambient occlusion and shadows? I think that's less noticeable than the reflection on the ray tracing. What do you think? Tried Kate for science? No time today. We're almost 2 hours in. I gotta take a nap. Nah, it's 8 p.m. No shadows. Shadows is bugged according to Digital Foundry. Oh yeah, I watched the video. Pushing it. Reflections are the priority. Okay. PS5 only uses the reflections, not the shadows. No on shadows? Okay. Let's keep it on reflections on high. And the ambient occlusion is nice and all, but it's less noticeable. Reflections, I think, yeah, ambient occlusion is nice, but I don't think it's worth it. Only RTX reflections on PS5. Then let's do RT reflections high. And that's it. Let's see what kind of performance we get. And the object range, let's keep it on 5. Let's keep it on the default. I'm not going to change that. And yeah, that should do. I'm going to disable depth of field though. Not a big fan of gameplay depth of field. And that's basically it. I'm ready in the fire. Let's eat. I'm going to make some food on this PC. Let's fry some potatoes on this computer. No motion blur. Did I disable it? I usually enable motion blur on 30 frames per second games, and this is probably going to be 30 frames, so if I forgot about it, let me enable it in a moment. Alright, here we go. Let's go back to the beginning. Has lots of characters, so I like the start. Yeah, more demanding than I expected. I mean, it's a PS5 only game running on the Spider-Man engine. I was kind of expecting that, but still. Okay, so with all the characters on screen, it's in the low 30s. And this is a good thing, because this is as bad as it got for me. This area, standing here.
Haven't seen
But with the ray tracing, it's probably going to be worse.
Hey, this is a pretty
Yeah, I can see the reflections there.
Even after all of these years,
Although in this part, let me see if I find the same shadow bug as Digital Foundry did. Yeah, there we go. Even with ray trace shadows, you're going to get this. But ray trace shadows are off. Let's enable motion blur. Yeah, it's a little bit too jarring. On the particle density. Yeah, I'm not sure what that does. Yeah, motion blur is on 3. I already enabled it. Let's be more aggressive with it. Let's put it on 6. Okay, the reflections are pretty low resolution so far. Yeah, I mean, if you don't care about ray tracing, you can play at 60 with quality DLSS and medium settings. I didn't use medium settings here because if I'm enabling ray tracing, why would I use medium?
oh dear.
Kinda defeats the purpose in my opinion. I don't know.
Wait, a gift? For what?
Oh, you will see. It is awaiting us at the front of the parade route.
Well, we better get moving then.
Loving the comment, stigma. Oh, hang on. Is there a photo mode? Yeah, there is. Now that we're okay, I can go inside the character. That's pretty funny. Okay, my own reflection is there. Not sure if you guys can see it. I can see the front. Where's the FOV option? There we go. There's my own reflection. And I'm not sure if I'm reflected of the head of Clank. But I wouldn't have noticed if I wasn't in photo mode. Although if I go to this part, it disappears because I'm trying to clip the camera through him. So he pops out. Interesting. Does it stutter when switching dimensions? Yes, it does. I'm on an NVMe drive that is like 3000 megabytes per second, and it still does stutter there.
Our heroes will clear this festive barricade. Who could forget the glory days?
Let me see if it reflects if I'm in the air. Is he reflected in this surface? I don't think so. Oh, talking about that though. Okay, Clank does have ray tracing on his head. Look at that, the red thing on the floor is reflected. Oh god. So unnecessary. But there we go. It reflects, alright? I wasn't expecting to find a reflection here. Yeah, his body as well. True. That's insane. That's hilarious. I wouldn't have noticed the reflections in Ratchet if it was in Clank if it wasn't for photo mode. Although this part doesn't have many whoa, T-posing! I saw it! T-posing Ratchet!
Ratchet, I do not believe this is part of the show.
We did it, guys, we broke it! Okay, yeah, I'm reflected on the ground there. Let's see the eyes. Do the eyes have reflections? I saw in Battlefield 5. Yeah, there is. Look at that. What's on the other side? Some blue stairs. Yeah, those. Also, how would I notice it in the eyes while I'm playing the game? Okay, I'm reflected in this wall as well. Interesting. Ratchet a certain dominance.
Someone put a bounty on us?
Yeah, there I am. It would be funny if when Ratchet looks at the camera, it reflects the person. They just request access for the webcam and you see yourself. That would be awkward. What resolution are you using? Everything is here.
Activating Magna Boots!
Okay, the ground here also has reflections. I think it does. Okay, this game has way more reflections than Spider-Man so far. Way more surfaces, better said. Let's get ahead to the save where we go through multiple portals. There's many more locations there. Does it run well on hard drive? The traversal is the bad part so far when you're going through portals. But it's just a matter of waiting more. On a hard drive, I don't know. I know that on an SSD, SATA SSD, it just takes a bit longer. I'm on an NVMe drive and it still stutters when I go through portals. Like you see there.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Yeah, this part always drops frames for me. I don't know why. Okay, and now it's fine. Okay, I can see my reflection. What settings do you think a 3090 could run it? You should be able to do 4K with DLSS.
Certainly not good.
Yeah, I don't know why some of the portals in this part kill my performance while some others get double the performance. It's confusing. Look at the eyes of Ratchet. I did. Look me in the eye, Ratchet. Okay, so now that we have this, I can actually see the reflections. Oh, he closed his eyes. Like me when I get pictures taken. He blinked. Not again! What the hell, Ratchet?
Get off me, a ship, foul creature!
Hang on. Okay. This is eye-opening. Oh, I don't see anything. Nope. Nothing. Okay, I tried, but he has his eyes closed. It's his fault. It wasn't me. How many gigs does the game occupy? Like less than 40, I think. It's 30 something. Is there no keyboard and mouse shortcut to photo mode? Good question. I don't think so. Let me check. Okay, this guy has reflections on the helmet. I can see them. But this is a cutscene, so let's get back into gameplay. Although I need to load the save that is more ahead and has a place with more reflections. 38 gigs, thank you. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay, more reflective surfaces. Yep, there I am. Look at me. Good thing that I can actually find reflective surfaces in this game. Many games I cannot find.
Get to role-play as if I just became emperor for the first time. Let's see. I need unlimited R&D, weapons, and the science budget for my personal use.
Requesting backup.
So yeah, ray tracing is nice, but considering the performance hit, I think you can skip it. It's a nice gimmick at times. Love that there's so many reflective surfaces, but most of the time I do not notice because I have to look at the details. I would say it's like on what's the name of this game? Like on Control, when you're running towards a window or something, you can see your reflection very clearly. But then I just forget that it's there. I don't know. Better running than Remnant 2. Well, yeah, it's not very difficult, I think. But one thing is for certain, it's way more demanding than the Spider-Man games, which makes sense. Those were PlayStation 4 games in the first place. So yeah. The game for me uses 7.5 gigs of VRAM on medium. Is that okay? What resolution are we talking about here?
Will you please stop running? Is this some kind of test? It is, isn't it? Hey, wait.
There he is. The football.
Hey! I'll handle this, Phantom. You just get to safety.
Your resistance ends here.
1080p 6650 XC. Okay, I don't know how's the VRAM usage on AMD, but it's using more VRAM than me, that's for sure. I think RT ambient occlusion is the most noticeable. Well, you're right, in this place that has many surfaces very close together. The thing is, I usually do not notice unless I'm looking at them side by side. That's kind of the thing. Let me see if I notice it right away. I should restart the game, but I'm not going to do it. I have to look very closely. Okay, I see that it disables the ambient occlusion, the SSAO. But this reminds me when I played Dead Space. I disabled RTAO because it looked nice, but I mostly, yeah, it's more accurate. Not sure if you guys noticed, but this is SSAO. Look at this part of the wall right here. This arc here. This is on screen space. If I enable ray trace RTAO, look at these beams over here. Let me know if you notice. That is more accurate. Now it looks like they're floating, but actually is shading them more accurately because the screen space ambient occlusion, it basically has some dark halos around stuff. But I'm so accustomed to seeing those dark halos that this to me looks worse. I don't know. I get that it's more realistic, but I honestly kind of prefer this one. I don't know, guys. Let's see. The shadows should be more obvious. Probably the shadows here are going to move. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Fine. I don't know. I think I'd rather just stick to reflections. Those, see the reflection here? That is pretty low resolution, I know. But if I disable the reflections, it's very obvious. It just needs to redraw the reflection now. I have to unpause the game. Yeah, realistic is not always best. That's for sure. Let me put everything. Now that I'm here, I might as well. Okay. Oh, this is a good place to check that out. Let's check the reflection, the shadow of Ratchet. SSAO is an aesthetic, RT is an expensive setting. Okay, so let's disable the shadows super quickly. Let's see what happens. Sorry. High, medium, no ray trace shadows. Ray trace shadows on. Ray trace shadows off, ray trace shadows on. Ray trace ambient occlusion on versus off. Okay, I can notice it a little bit more. And well, the reflections on or off. In this place you do not notice it because there's no mirror reflection in this part. So yeah, if you want to play with ray tracing, again, personal preference, I think I'd rather stick to reflections only. And on a higher resolution maybe. Because that reflection is nice, but it's pixelated. Let's check it out super quick. I don't see a difference in shadow. Are they bugged? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's try very high. Okay, very high reflections are still pretty chunky on the edges, but that's to maintain performance, I guess. Still. We're still in early days of ray tracing, I think. And on the shadows I don't notice anything. If text is an ultra in options, then it means unplayable. What do you mean? Yeah, there's probably more of a noticeable thing in the daytime scenes, probably. Maybe there's extra light sources, but I don't know. I have to look at it more closely. It'll be definitely more accurate, but again, accurate doesn't mean that I'm going to notice it each and every time. Does it run on GPUs with the X11 hardware level? I'm going to check it in a moment. Hang on. My own reflection! Oh my god, it's there! Okay, transparencies are not reflected. Not sure if you guys can notice. The green beams from my gun do not reflect. But there I am. That looks cool. Anyway, let me try disabling the reflections. Let's see if we notice it in this mirror. Probably yes. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. But look at that performance increase. $96 versus... Oh, I forgot to apply the setting. My bad. Oh, never mind. Let's wait for them to show up again. Come on, reflect. There we go. So we lost 30 frames per second for these reflections. Yeah, probably transparencies are usually not reflected. Not sure what's how that thing works. But I mean, if they reflected everything, it's probably going to be even more of a performance hit. Only the bullet, yeah, the bullet seems to be there, but not the effect. Yeah, I'm guessing it's for performance reasons. Still, we come a long way. Just having your character reflected, to me at least, in a big game like this is a huge plus. I love that in Spider-Man. But I usually play without ray tracing, unless I can get 60s with ray tracing, which is not the usual. On my 4070 Ti I can, using DLSS, but that's not the norm. But I like having reflections here. Pretty cool. Yeah, 30 FPS for a pixelated reflection, I understand it's a no-go for many of you guys. But luckily, ray tracing is still optional. So that's a big win for us. Yeah, let's disable ray tracing super quick. So we're in the mid 40s, and if we disable reflections, if we disable ray tracing, we get 50 to 60. So we get 15 FPS more in this part. Good thing the game still looks good without ray tracing. Let's try the 750 Ti now, just for... because reasons. You know how it goes. That's the best reason for me. Because reasons. What I'm going to do for that will be 720p, very low, plus DLSS. Performance. Wish me luck. Here we go. I feel like I'm in 2014 again. Playing a new game with the 750 Ti. Let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Here we go. The legend. Let the legend come back to life. You don't damage your PCI Express slot from all this swap. I mean, it will die eventually, but what was this channel? Hardware Unboxed made a video about it a few years ago. That it was like they were swapping GPUs in their test bench more than 1,000 times in a few months, because they do lots of benchmarking, and after more than 1,000 swaps it needed to be replaced, so the motherboard. So far so good. If it fails, we'll notice it, trust me on that one. Okay, we're back. Now we're on the 750 Ti. Let me show you very quickly. This is indeed a 750 Ti. And let's cross our fingers. Okay, so far so good. We get to the launcher. We're going to play at 720 with this on performance. So it's basically 360p, very low settings. And that's basically it. Let's go. The question on Ratchet is actually the PCI Express slot failing. Okay, the game launches. What the hell? Okay. We gotta wait for the shaders to compile though. How the hell? How the hell does it launch? Jesus Christ. Is this real life? They called me a madman. The 750 Ti flexing on PS5 just by launching the game. Definitely. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. Oh, that's not the beginning. Dang it.
How do I get to that roof?
Okay, 25 FPS.
I'm coming, Clank. Just hang on.
Okay, I expected worse actually. That's pretty impressive. Let me see if there's something else that I'm missing. Maybe if I enable dynamic resolution scaling, that helps. I don't think so, but doesn't hurt to try. Yeah. Nope. So let's make it playable. We're going to... Let me disable this. This on performance, and we're going to lower the resolution further. So we're not sticking to 720. Let me see if there's anything else I can turn off that I'm missing. Yeah, this is all phantom dash effect. No, we don't need more effects. Bloom, no, we don't need that. Motion blur, no, too much for the GPU. 750 Ti doesn't care about that. Sharpness, yeah, sure. Full screen effects, no. What else? Let's lower the FOV to -25. Sorry, -20. So we can see Ratchet ass cheeks from here. Very low. Plus FOV -20. It works, guys. It works. Yay. It actually works, yeah. What the hell? I'll be damned. It's 360p, but it works. Yeah, 5 FPS increase with FOV at -20. They called me a madman. This is why the 750 Ti is better than the PS4. It can play a PS5 game. What a flex. Oh my god, the 750 Ti. When we needed it the most, it helped us. Is there even lower resolution? Good question. Let me check. 664p, 864p, 800 by 600. Not a bad idea. Let's give it a shot super quick. Oh god, hang on. I think okay, I'm back guys, sorry about that. My computer decided to disconnect me. I'm back. There we go, 800 by 600. Still drops below 30, so we might as well stay at 720. With the other one. Yeah, this should be better. PCIe broke? No, not yet. Okay, so let's try the start of the game. The start of the game was super demanding, so maybe there I can check that out. But the fact that it runs blows my mind. How is this possible? I thought it was a joke. Tested with FSR 2.1. It runs worse with FSR. I tried it. Okay, yeah, this part is the worst running one, so it was to be expected. Let's go ahead. Okay, 25 FPS here. Maybe with ultra performance we can get to it. Yeah, no. And the game breaks when I use ultra performance because the resolution is so low that I'm going to the limits of the resolution. Is the game good? Yes, it is. At least personally, I really like it. Okay. Let's try the good old 1024 by 768. Let's pretend we're CSGO pros. Okay. And let's see if we can still use the performance IGTI. Yeah, no, this breaks the game. What happens if you enable RT? There's no such thing. Unfortunately, that's not an option. Would have been fun though. Just play well, squinting and it's fine. Good point. I forgot that I could do that. Let's lower the FOB even further though. Let's put it at -25. We're going very hard on the game, so... Okay. Anything else that could help me? Well, I could actually overclock the 750 Ti, now that I think about it. But I'm afraid that the game will probably crash.
Hey, this is a pretty big turnout.
Even after all of these years, it
Now let's just keep playing. Let's pretend that nothing happened.
Yes, folks, we have a momentous day in store for you. Starting with me. And
Haha.
surprise gift.
No, it's not overclocked. I can overclock it if you guys want. I can add 200 MHz to the core and 400 to the video memory.
the entire galaxy.
Not sure if that will help us get 30s in this place,
You will see.
but it's worth a try.
Us at the front.
What happens if you enable FSR? It's the same as IGTI.
Moving then.
Okay, we're back into the 30s sometimes. Just the fact that I can play the game is crazy. Yeah, we have even more potential. Let's take advantage of the potential of the 750 Ti. Hopefully the game doesn't crash when I do this, but core clock 200, memory clock 400. I've been using that overclock since 2014. That's when I tried it for the first time. Hopefully it doesn't crash the game. Okay, we have an overclock. Yeah, it added a few extra frames, 2 or 3 frames more. 750 Ti didn't launch on God of War. It didn't, yeah. Exactly. But this game does not need DX feature level 12_0, apparently. 2000 in the core and you reach space. It opens a portal. Still, it's better than I anticipated. I mean, the fact that it doesn't crash.
Ratchet, I do not believe this is part of the show.
Whoa. Yep. Real bullets.
Yeah, it's more stable now because it's a less demanding moment.
Someone put a bounty on us?
Yeah, now I need a hard drive.
Not about your gift. Hurry, we must get to the
I should pair this with a hard drive. It's so much fun.
Activate.
Oh, particles! Hang on, let's go. I want to finish the stream now. We're 2.5 hours in, almost. What I'm going to do to end the video is 750 Ti on the multi-portal location thing. I think that'll be amazing. Can we look at that frame time? It's so good even on this card. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Let's restart the game though, very quickly. I think Jetpack Interactive did God of War PC port. Jetpack Interactive? That exists? You're joking, right? Oh, it does exist. What the hell? Okay. The roots of Jetpack Interactive are 3 flagship development studios. Black Box Games. Oh, the Need for Speed guys. Deep Fried Entertainment and United Front Games. Never heard of Deep Fried Entertainment, but United Front Games sounds familiar. Hang on. Those are the guys from Sleeping Dogs. Oh, okay. Interesting. Those port PC games now. What the hell? Yeah, it's on an M.2 drive. I wish I had a hard drive to test that. Let's see. Time for portals. Here we go. Oh god. Okay. We're fine.
tensions are weakening.
Still works. It works.
How bad is it?
Okay, it's better than I expected. LMAO.
Well, it is certainly not.
Okay. I don't know what to think anymore. Where are we buying new GPUs yet? You never needed an upgrade. If you bought a 750 Ti in 2014, you can still play some games. I still can't believe that it works. I mean, 4090? What is that? I don't think I'll get a headache after playing this, but it won't be pretty. Look at that. The best way to play the game. Let's pretend we're on PlayStation 2 again. With PS3 performance. Yeah, the 1650 is still fine. You just have to temper your expectations while launching a game.
Where are you, Clank? Maybe someone around here is...
Alright. Okay, with this out of the way, I think it's time to say goodbye. I've been here for 2.5 hours. It's been a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for watching. To sum up, I really love the options menu. It's like on Spider-Man, clearly the same engine, but it's way more demanding. I had lots of crashing, especially on the 1650. We thought it was VRAM related, but on the 3050 I got one crash, so it crashed less. Some people on Steam forums are talking about crashing. Personally, I did experience crashing, but lots of you didn't, so I'm guessing it's a thing that they need to patch out eventually. But I heard comments about Windows 11 and Windows 10 that Windows 10 doesn't crash and Windows 11 does. I don't have Windows 10 installed, so I cannot attest to that. But so far, the game even works on a 750 Ti. So yeah, Portals, I tried it, yeah, it worked. So my advice, if you have a 1050 Ti, for example, target 30 frames with 1080p on quality and low settings. Then if you are on a 1650, you need to do, well, 60s is not doable, at least not consistently. You can try low or very low at 720, but it will drop quite a bit. But if you want 30s with good visuals, you can do medium 1080p on the 1650 with DLSS, with FSR on quality. Then if you have a 3050, medium on 1080p with quality DLSS is the best bet. Otherwise, you can also do 1440p targeting 30 with quality DLSS on high. So 1440p I think is great for 30 FPS gaming on the 3050 in this case. But 1080p 60 is very difficult in some areas. And I have an M.2 SSD that is at around it's like 3000 megabytes per second read and write, as far as I remember. And it still stutters when going through portals, so I don't know what to tell you about that. And about RTX IO, I have no idea how that is enabled. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow we're going to do the Steam Deck. I'm way too tired to record something else. So I'll see you tomorrow with my Steam Deck testing. I'm guessing it will be fine, considering it even runs on a 750 Ti. So thank you for watching, and I'll see ya tomorrow. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Love you all, guys. See ya.